Free Guy is the brand new movie releasing today exclusively in theaters. The film stars Ryan Reynolds, Jodie Comer, Joe Keery, Lil Rel Howery, and Taika Waititi. And it's about a guy played by Ryan Reynolds who is a non-playable character in this video game world, in this video game called Free City. And Jodie Comer comes along because she is searching for something and tells Guy that he is a non-playable character in a video game, and he just wants to live his own life without repeating the stuff the same day. The creator of the game is played by Taika Waititi, who is trying to get rid of Guy and destroy his game, trying to build his own sequel. He has Ryan Reynolds has a best friend with Lil Rel, and Jodie Comer also built a video game previously with Joe Keery's character. The film is an hour and 55 minutes and is PG-13. Welcome back to a brand new review here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Matt Sternberg. Before we start with this review, guys, please hit the thumbs up, guys. That is the best way to support this channel. Also, please subscribe and ring the bell if you're new. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, streaming platform reviews, movie rankings, and a box office breakdown show. And also, please comment down below. First of all, if you've seen Free Guy already, tell me what are your thoughts on Free Guy in non-spoiler fashion. If not, tell me, are you going to wait? Are you going to see us in theaters this upcoming weekend, or are you going to wait for it to come out on PVOD? Let's talk about Free Guy. So I was actually very excited for this movie. Now, a lot of people were like, not really. There's been a lot of video game debates. Again, this is an original idea. This is not a video game based movie, not based off any IP. It's its own unique thing. And that's what got me excited. The cast got me really excited. Sean Levy directed this movie. He was obviously recently directing episodes of Stranger Things, which is probably why Joe Keery is in this movie. But let's talk about this movie. I really had a good time watching the movie. This is easily one of the most fun experiences I've had in the theater this year. It's a really fun movie from start to finish. I was never really bored throughout. And one of the best parts about the movie is that it has so much heart in the movie. I couldn't believe how emotionally wrapped I was with these characters, especially Jodie Comer and Ryan Reynolds. There's a lot of different emotional heartbeats. And now I wasn't crying or anything, but there was a lot of investment I had in these characters, and I got really wrapped into them in the last 15, 20 minutes of the movie, which was so nice to see. First of all, of course, Ryan Reynolds is playing our main character, Guy. He is, of course, Ryan Reynolds. He's really good in the movie. If you are tired of seeing Ryan Reynolds doing Ryan Reynolds things, then why are you watching the movie? He's the main character. He's doing Ryan Reynolds things. He does have some range as well in the movie. He brings a lot of emotionalness. You really are caring about Guy. In the opening, first act of the movie, he's this lonely guy who's not really understanding what the world around him. He's living in the world where everyone else is doing the same thing every day. But once Jodie Comer's character comes into the fray, that changes really the entire rest of the film. But he is really good in the movie, really good in the third act of this movie. He brings a lot of emotional punch. He was really funny. And again, you really do care about these characters. Now, while Ryan Reynolds is easily the highest billed star here, for me, by far, without even question, the best part of this movie was Jodie Comer in this movie. She is one of the, I think, one or two people in this movie who does have to play, really, she's the only person who in the whole movie has to play two characters. She plays her avatar in the actual game, and then she actually has to play the person controlling the avatar in the real world. And she does a great job making it a clear difference, but similarities with the two people. And she was easily my favorite character in the entire movie. She really holds her own against Ryan Reynolds, who is such a comedic superpower now. And well, yeah, she isn't the funniest character in the entire movie. She, for me, brought the most heart. You really get her character from start to finish, and you really love her dynamic, first of all, with Ryan Reynolds, but also her dynamic with Joe Keery. They have a past that allows them to work together throughout the entire film. And that was also a really sweet relationship as well. Joe Keery plays someone who's working for Taika Waititi's character, and he is a former designer of games, so he's kind of working on the Free City game. He gets involved. He has, again, a past of Jodie Comer's character, which allows him to help out throughout the entire film. Ryan Reynolds' best friend is Lil Rel, who is in the game as a security guard at the bank that Guy works at. He has an amazing scene that is kind of bits and pieces of it are in the trailer, but Lil Rel has a really powerful scene with Ryan Reynolds' character at Lil Rel's house. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's a really great scene in the movie. It's also great that the CGI and the visual effects work is easily the best I've seen all year. there wasn't one time that I didn't even care about the CGI. The way that guy can kind of see stuff, that all the avatars who are actual players, where they wear glasses in Ryan Reynolds' game. And if once Ryan Reynolds' character's guy puts on the glasses, he can see the video game around him. And it felt like a wonder. Again, is it the coolest video game of all time, Free City? It's not, but you really do want to be a part of it. And the world building, it's a great sense of wonder as well in the movie. And the visual effects work was really fantastic. There's a lot of little details that I can't wait to watch videos breaking it down, because there's so many little details. There's a lot of little Easter eggs as well throughout the entire film that really, really elevate the film. But as I said, the last 25, 30 minutes of the movie is really fantastic. They wrap up a lot of great story points. You care about basically all of the characters of the entire film, and all the decisions make sense why they're happening. And that was a huge plus. The script is really good here in the movie. Now, I do have a couple of like two, I would say, key negatives that I have with the movie. The first negative I want to get away is that really for me, the first act was not funny at all. And I was kind of shocked about how much I was not laughing for, I would guess, the first 30 minutes of the movie. Ryan Reynolds is just doing one-liners, and some I got chuckled and some I wasn't really laughing at all. And you kind of just move past it. But I was kind of shocked about how I wasn't laughing throughout the entire film. Now, obviously, it's not strictly a comedy movie, but the movie clearly goes for comedy for the entire movie. And for me personally, I wanted to laugh a lot more because the movie offered its comedy. And for me, it was a bit more hit than miss, but for me, it was pretty close. Like I would say like 70-30. And there were some big misses with some of the characters in the movie that just did not work for me. Another negative, and I really hate to say this because I'm such a big fan of him, is Taika Waititi, who's easily one of my favorite people working in Hollywood today. He's made Jojo Rabbit one of my favorite movies of the last 5 years. The Ragnarok is one of my favorite MCU films. He just makes, in my opinion, great movies and is a really fun actor to see on screen. And for me, he was by far the worst character out of the main tag group of the entire film. He's the creator of Free City. He's just trying to build a sequel. His jokes for me all did not work. I don't think I laughed I laughed once at one joke from his character, but for the most part, the way he's written is to be so dumb, which makes him such really unbelievable to be a tech god, a person who's running this pretty popular video game. It just never makes sense. He makes pretty idiotic decisions throughout the entire film. If he had just had a hint of common sense, then the whole movie wouldn't be happening. And you do have to spend a little bit of disbelief of the decisions that he makes throughout the last 45 minutes of the movie. It just, for me, his character just did not work, and at times was a touch unwatchable. For me, guys, also, so go back to my positives really quick. There are some really fun cameos. For me, all the cameos worked. My favorite scene of the whole movie involves a cameo that happens in a warehouse. I'm just going to say that. It's a really great scene. My favorite scene of the entire movie, but there's some great cameos. So overall, guys, I really did have a fun time with Free Guy. It's most positive movies really of the entire year. It's a good film for the family. If you're a video game person, there are gamer cameos. I'm not gonna say who they are, but they are in the movie as well. So if you're a gamer, you should definitely go see this movie. But if not, if you're just a Ryan Reynolds or fan of the cast, fan of Sean Levy, definitely go see this movie. It's exclusively in theaters. It's the first basically Disney umbrella movie to not go to Disney Plus for premiere access or for free. It is exclusively in theaters this weekend. Please support these type of movies that are coming out, original ideas that are not IP-based video games. It's a pretty original idea. And I do believe if you put this in the video game category of one of the best, this is easily one of the best, maybe the best video game movie technically of all time. So that's my thoughts on Free Guy. My score is a 4 out of 5 stars, guys. I'm gonna give this movie a 77%. I was shocked on how positive I was with the movie. It does have clear flaws. I really wanted to laugh a lot more than I did. And Ryan Reynolds at times is just doing Ryan Reynolds, which for me was a touch bit annoying. But Taika Waititi's character was very underwhelming and disappointing for someone who's such a huge fan. But I just had such a fun time in this world, watching this movie from start to finish. I would easily rewatch this once this possibly does come to Disney Plus. I would love to watch it again. But guys, go support movie theaters right now. Box office is not doing great. If you can go see a movie safely in theaters, please do so, as this movie is exclusively in theaters. So please like the video, subscribe, ring the bell, Comment down below. More reviews coming, guys, this weekend. My new Netflix review of Beckett is coming out this weekend. And where will this movie do at the box office this weekend? You'll find out Monday here on Max Talks Box Office. I'll see you guys then.